Happy day to all. This is Maghasri. Today I'm going to share about my experience as a retailer in a pantaloons. This retail week was organized by our professor Dr. N. Sundrapanian sir in order to encourage us to get the experience in the retail store. When I start my internship, I entered into a shop. First of all, I was eagerly waiting that what I'm going to do and what they're going to teach me, because it was the very first time as an intern I'm entering the shop. Before I was a customer when I entering into the shop, and even that gave me a wonderful experience when while entering into the shop. I started my retailer as in Pantaloons, which is located at Brookfield for 6 days. There I came across a lot of customer at the Pantaloons shop, and I have worked in a various departments like ethnic wear, western wear, kids section, menswear, and non-apparel, and also to know about the Pantaloon brands. They have been segregated the Pantaloon brands like three in way: Pantaloons, PT, non-PT, and Madura Fashion Limited. In PT, the Pantaloon brands, where it will be the brands will be as like Honey by Ford, Dodal, Rang March, Akriti, and these are the Pantaloon brands. And non-Pantaloon brands will be like Van House, Indian Terrain, Alan Solly, Bear, and Bear Denim, and Flying Machine, and etc. And even they have the Madura Fashion Limited brands like W, Biba, and Global Daisy. And basically it wasn't easy for me to know about these all brands while I'm working there. During this 6 days, I learned about how to handle a customer and how to make the customer for being treated in retail shop. And I learned how to treat a customer as a guest, because while the customer is entering into our shop, we should welcome our customer with a warm and happy smile face. Then only they will be happy to start their shopping. Doesn't mean everyone are going to buy the dresses and purchase the dresses, because everyone has a mindset that okay, just we can have a look into our dresses. But there is a way to handle a customer. In that way, if we handle the customer, even the person who is not not ready to buy a dress, they will buy the dress. So it was a good lesson when our ASM ma'am, Mr. Nakshatra ma'am, told me about this. And there also I learned how to make a display, because a display plays a very important role to make a customer to buy a product. So they taught me how to display the dresses with the following instruction, which is given by the design management, which will be provided to them in order to place the dresses in every core, which gives an appetizing look, and then only the customer will tend to purchase the dress. And all brands have been seen separately and arranged separately, so the customer can look into their favorite brands, and each and every customer in a different, because some prefer to shop, but some just want to have a glance about the product, and some will just look into non-apparel sections. But being a retailer, there only I got to know about the customer only comes and purchases the dresses when the discounts are available. Because while I was working there as a retailer, there was a two type of offers where they're running. One, it was during the Christmas time, which has a 20% off, and year-end time they have a 50% off offer. While in that time there were many customers were ready to buy the dresses. So then only I thought that okay, the customer mindset is that if there is an offer, absolutely the customer will purchase the dresses in little more. And being a retailer is not easy task. It gives an involvement with a lot of hard work, politeness, patience, and time management and responsibility, which plays a major role when we handle the customer, and when we are a retailer, as it involves coming across a various attitude of people while we handle the customer. And even though the customer shows the attitude, as a retailer we should have the patience and politeness while we handle. We should not get angered as soon as the customer shows the attitude. And I nearly handle 4 to 5 customers every day because I have in starting I have a hesitation to talk to the third person and get mingle with them. And the day after 2 days I started to handle the customer, and it was, even though while handling I have some hesitation, but one of the colleague told me that if there is a hesitation to talk to a customer, it will be very hard to sell a product. So I started to throw my hesitation and come forward to speak to the customer. So in this time, I started to handle 4 to 5 customers every day at Pantaloons, and they suggested them with a product and that which suits them according to their preference. And really, it was not easy task to understand the customer's preference accordingly. And when they look at the product, they must have make them to make a trial, and we should convince them to buy a product. And I was struggling there. It was a struggle for me to make them to buy a product. In the shop, I had both a bitter and good experience. Every phase we have a both experience, but we should take a bitter experience also in a good manner. So it gives us a good experience for us. So in the as I was a retailer, I have very friendly environment there. All the staff were friendly towards me, and they taught me about how to handle a customer, how to make the customer to get a purchase a dress, and how to arrange and fold the dresses. And it was a really good experience for me, and I started to observe everything what they are doing, how they treat the customer. So it was a very good experience, and it was a very new experience for me. And I would like to thank my professor for encouraging me to do this involvement activity in this time. Thank you so much.